This guy is a janitor at a mental hospital. On his very first day, he met a stunning girl, but sadly she was a patient sent there for treatment. So Scott had no choice but to walk away in disappointment. Little did he know that this barefoot girl would completely change his life. After work, Scott happened to walk past a patient room. Suddenly, he heard a girl calling for help inside. Without hesitation, he rushed in and saw an orderly assaulting Evan. Scott charged in and tackled the guy to the ground.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
You didn't do anything wrong. The guy's a freak. He was gonna hurt you.
You're the mopping man.
Yeah, I'm Jay. Be careful.
After calming her down, Scott quickly left the hospital, but Evan was still wrapped in the warmth she hadn't felt in ages, so she decided to secretly follow Scott. At first, Scott didn't want to drag around a burden, but after a brief chat with Evan, he realized she didn't act like most of the other patients, so he asked why she wasn't wearing any shoes.
They hurt my feet.
After hearing her story, Scott figured maybe he had overthought it. He told Evan to go back to the hospital and gave her some cash for the ride. As Scott turned to leave, he saw the hope and confusion on her face and felt he just couldn't walk away from her like that. While stuck in this dilemma, a bold idea popped into his head. Maybe Evan could pretend to be his girlfriend. You see, Scott used to be a player, and he came from a wealthy family, but his wild lifestyle in bars drove his father mad. So his dad froze all his assets and kicked him out to learn the hard way. The only way back home was to show up with a girlfriend. Now this beautiful girl standing before him might be just what he needed to deal with his strict father. After some ups and downs, they finally arrived at Scott's house. Evan stared at the massive mansion and started feeling nervous. Scott gently told her to just talk less and she'd be fine. Once they stepped inside, Scott's mom welcomed them with open arms. Even his dad was impressed with his new girlfriend, so much so that he didn't even notice she was barefoot. As night fell, the family dinner officially began. Scott told his parents his plan. He lied about holding a senior job at the hospital and claimed he needed funding for a new project. But his dad saw right through him and bluntly said he just wanted money. Scott was left speechless. Right then, Evan bravely stepped up.
He actually does have a plan, Jason, and it's a very good one. We just can't talk about it right now.
You're a part of this?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about it later.
Yes, let's.
Her words skillfully diffused the rising tension between father and son. Scott was impressed by how sharp and thoughtful Evan was. After dinner, he walked her back to her room, and in that moment he saw her in a whole new light.
You did great, by the way. Everyone really liked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
That's when he truly noticed there was something special about Evan that made her shine, and a seed of emotion quietly took root in his heart. After saying goodnight to Evan, he went to talk to his dad, though his father still had doubts about Scott's ambitions. With some clever persuasion, he finally won him over. But early the next morning, his mom rushed in to wake Scott. She said Evan was acting a little strange. She was actually cleaning the bathroom. Scott went to find Evan and asked why she was doing that.
My mother said that this is how you earn love.
I thought you didn't have any family.
My mother is dead because I killed her.
He looked at her in disbelief. How could someone as innocent and pure as Evan do such a thing? Even as his brother's wedding approached, Scott couldn't shake that feeling. But in the very next moment, Evan's presence caught his eye.